Hello everyone. So this is just kind of a overview of Lending Club. I've been doing Lending Club maybe about a couple months now. Haven't invested a lot. As you can see, this is the main account summary screen. As of right now, I'm at 19.6% adjusted net annualized return, which is pretty good. I mean, if you consider regular bank savings accounts or even the stock market, it's definitely a lot higher than what you get anywhere else. Um, I overall, as you can see, have an account value of $334.04. Now that's including with my cash. Um, I think I've invested, say, a little over $300. Right here, you can kind of see, well, actually, right here, you can see my interest received. Um, so far, I had $11.30, which is pretty good. I mean, even though $11.30 isn't a lot of money, but if you consider the scope of the amount of money I invested versus, other investment opportunities out there, that's quite a bit. I currently have 11 notes. They're all current, which is good. Right here's my payments. So I've had $11.30 in interest and $14.05 in principal. So for a total overall of $25.35 back. So my outstanding principal is $285.95. So that's how much borrowers owe me still. Now we can click on here and then actually go into the notes, they call them. So here's all my notes. So I have them in categories of D's and E's, F and G's. I usually only do riskier notes just because the higher interest, I don't want a note that's only giving me 7%. I want something in the, mid 15s, got a smaller one here, but up to 20s. At first, I started doing 60-month loan terms, but then I kind of thought about it. I have two of them here. Kind of thought about it, I really don't want to wait 60 months to get all my money back, so I started investing in 36-month loans, which is the lowest that you can go. As you can see, I have a lot more of the 36 than the 60. So here you can see the outstanding principal. So for most of these, I've just invested $25. As you can see, it kind of gives you the breakdown of how much outstanding principal is left. This one I invested $50. Kind of went all out on that one, I guess you can say. It kind of gives you the accrued interest for the month. Now, this restarts over every time the borrower pays you. So, for example, this one I got paid recently on the 25th of June, and it usually takes a couple days for it to settle. But so far, today is July 3rd, I've accrued 8 cents in interest. As you can see, they kind of get bigger. And this one, which I'm still waiting for this one to settle, it takes a couple days. This one I'm going to get a good one because it's a high interest rate, and I invested $50 in this one, so I'm going to get $1.04 in interest, which is pretty nice. And then it kind of gives you the payments received overall. And if I wanted to go into, let's say, go into this one, click on current. Okay, excuse me. So this kind of gives you a breakdown of the loan summary. So I got it back on 2/29/16. Today is July 3rd. Loan amount 25. They wanted $7,000. The rate, the term, if it's current, past due, or write off, which is current, and kind of gives you the credit score also, which is pretty nice. And you can kind of see a trend here of that individual's credit score. Now, keep in mind, I don't know who these people are. The Lending Club doesn't give that information out, which is good. I don't need to know who the person is, but kind of gives you some generic information. Gives you payments received. The last payment was 88 cents. How many payments to date for, which is that. Kind of gives you the breakdown of interest and principal. And the upcoming payment, $725. And so it kind of gives you a breakdown of how much you're expected to get. It's 2 months remaining. So I invested $25. This is how much after 32 months I'm going to get back. So I think it was like almost $30 or $29 and some change that I'm getting overall. So like $4 in interest, which you got to think, on $25, $4 of interest is quite a bit. Choose outstanding principal, current interest, final expected date, and then it gives you the breakdown of all the payments. So first payment was 84 cents. Out of the 84 cents, 54 was principal, 29 was interest, and it gives you the remaining principal balance. And then obviously Lending Club wants a little fee out of that, so they take 1 cent, which isn't too bad. So it's just kind of an overview of Lending Club. I don't recommend, if you don't have a ton of money, don't recommend putting all your savings in this because people can default on these loans. But it's definitely something to kind of experiment with. I've only invested, like $300. I'll probably invest over the course of time, maybe $1,000, and then kind of play with it. It'll take a little bit to get your money back, so this isn't something to consider as a main source of income. But if you have a couple extra $100 that's in a savings account, it's probably better to put it in this instead of a savings account, because one good thing is it locks your money in there, so you can't just pull it out whenever you want. So kind of makes you have to save the money, and then at the end of a couple years you get a little bit of interest back. So that's kind of the review, and let me know if you want me to make another video by commenting below and clicking that like button. Alright, thanks.